Hey guys, it's me bringing you my Are You Seasonal versus Splash. This is round 3. Um, yeah, so I don't know a ton about Splash. I've heard his name. Um, so I guess he's okay. I mean, he's using Lunatone though, so I don't really know. But anyway, yeah, so this is way back. I'm recording this way late, but like week 4 has already happened. Week 4, but round 4 has already happened. So we have to decide to record this one. So we're playing Splash. He's using a Sun team. My team is really weak to Sun, but yeah. So I was gonna freaking switch sides, but my team is extremely weak to Sun. So that could be that's not it could be, it will be problematic. But lead preview, I just figured Sun support Ninetales, Chlorophyll, Leafeon, not Life Orb, Rocks, Lunatone, Banded, Copper, Defog, Charizard, and then just bulk up Scrafty. So lead preview, I figure he's gonna lead Ninetales, but Lunatone is also fair, but like Vape covered everything. Except for Leafeon. He wasn't gonna lead Leafeon because that's a Sun abuser, but basically Scald's free here. There's no reason not to click it. That's 20. That's expected. I got myself Valley Fairy because why wouldn't I? He goes Copper. I think I just clicked the attack here because Copper being weakened is extremely nice. He goes for Power Whip on the Licks. That's fine. He goes hard Charizard. I rock because I knew Copper wasn't staying in. Vaporeon is my best pivot into the Charizard because again I don't deal with fire types very well. He defogs, which is fair. Let's throw off another Scald. No reason to protect yet. It only turn 8. He doubles up to Ninetales on the Silvally play. I opt to double Scald because I knew he'd double there because there was no reason for him to keep the Scrafty in there when he could take it off his initiative and either double to Copperaja or Ninetales. So Scald there was free. Ninetales comes in, he goes with Hypnosis, which I'm like, that's fine, because it means it's not Nasty Plot. Then he goes with the Nasty Plot, and I'm like, oh gosh. But again, I still figure it's fine, because he's down to 2 turns of Sun. So, yeah. And Vape would 100% live this. Or it's not 100%, it's like 6.3% chance to die, but basically it's a roll way in my favor to live the Solar Beam. But I go for Wish here. I get the 3 turn, which is whatever. I protect. He has 1 Return of Sun, so I just saw his last Return of Sun. He goes with Solar Beam, obviously, that's fine. And then he reveals that it's Heat Rock, which it's a lot scarier than because it shows that it's not heavy duty boots. I figured it's heavy duty boots, especially in a set like that. But it's Heat Rock, and I don't really deal with that. So, basically I go Demise, because if he opted for another Solar Beam, which he shouldn't, because Fire Blast kills Vaporeon still. If he opted to click Solar Beam, I still turn to Stun, but he should Fire Blast. I knew he'd Fire Blast, but Demise sack, because I needed something to sack, and Demise was definitely the weakest link against the Sun team. Plus, for Scrafty, I just protect. There's no reason to protect him to, like, Nasty Plot there, because he didn't have a reason to protect. I double protect, or I fish for it. And this Ninetales put me in a really bad position. But now he's out of Sun, but then I realized that I still get swept by this. So, yeah, and I just forfeit there. Because unless he missed, then he won the game with Ninetales. Because my Lix's friggin' lefty, or Sturdy was broken. Which is really smart on his part, just to get rid of the leftovers. Not get rid of the leftovers, but get rid of the Sturdy. So then Ninetales could literally 6-0 me. But I get smashed game 1, so that's a little bit of a momentum breaker. But because it means I have to go 2-0 next, and that's just not the optimal position. But, yeah. So going to game 2, I swapped to my Indeedee Scarf Braviary team. Basically, the team is Specs Indeedee, Scarf Braviary, physically defensive Jellicent, physically defensive Vileplume, Spl4sh, Colossal, and then Life with Duraludon with Body Press. Jellicent has Scald, Wisp, Taunt, Recover, no Hex, no Toxic. I still favor this set. It's not necessarily the best set for it, but Plume is Sleep Powder, not Growth. Colossal is Flamethrower, Rock Blast, Stealth Rock, and Rapid Spin. And I think Indeedee Psy-Shock on this build. Most of my specs Indeedees are Psy-Shock at this point, but anyway, I'm gonna swap sides again. Reset. But being down a game, I went with a more reliable team. I thought about going one on Choice Scarf, but actually would not have been bad here. Passimian is really good versus this team, but just as long as you get rid of Xatu, he doesn't really swap into CC, but I guess Vaporeon takes it too. But jeez, it's not even late. It's literally 3:30 p.m. But anyway, my Indeedee is really good here. I get it in on Lazo at full HP. I get it in on Xatu pretty freely. I get it in on Vaporeon really freely. So I get it in not necessarily freely, but also my Braviary is really good as long as Lix is weakened. But Lix is really pressured in this match to help deal with Duraludon, Indeedee, and Braviary. So I feel like I can definitely win with late game Braviary. He leaves Passimian. I just leave my Jellicent because Jellicent matches up well versus the Passimian, which I knew was leading. Just because when you have Passimian, oftentimes you'll like leading Passimian. It's because it's a really reliable lead. And other potential leads on his part, really just like, I mean, I guess Xatu maybe, but this covered Xatu too because there's nothing really Xatu could do to me. Here, I knew he was going to U-turn, doesn't really matter. I just Scald here, get a free Scald Fish for a burn on the Xatu. Don't get it, which is fine. I wasn't going to Willow there and let him get the Willow off of me, and I'm just going to continue fishing for a burn right now, because there's no reason not to, because I know I'm going to get a Toxic off, because the only other thing might be to get Sludge Bomb Poison off, which would be a little bit better than Burn, but anyway, I just fished for the Burn. After 4 Skulls, I still don't get it, but again, he doesn't have Toxic, so he kind of Toxic Xatu, and there goes the Burn, so at this point, I know I'm fine. He just roots again. I think I just throw off Scald again, because at this point, I'm just keeping him a little bit low. Here I swap. Yeah, here I swap into Duraludon. I just keep the momentum up because he's forced to go Steelix here. I just Draco, I think. Yeah, I just Draco on the legs. It is 40%, which is really good. I thought about body pressing here, but at this point, he did not took EO yet. So I just opted to go Plume. I think I Sleep Powder first. Yeah, because I knew Salazzle was coming in, and it really just covered everything. You weren't going for Arceon. You weren't going Xatu, and even if you did, they can't do anything to me. Or Xatu can, but here I just opted to get the spin off because I could have rocked because I knew Xatu was coming in, but he rules Heal Bell, which means he's not toxic. Because it's either Heal Bell or Toxic you run on this. I doubled Duraludon expecting the what did I expect? What was in? Jelly. I doubled to Duraludon expecting the Xatu, but making sure he wasn't staying in, which I guess staying in was not bad on his part, but anyway, I get the wrong play, which means he gets Licks in, but I still Draco because I lived Flamethrower, and I figured he'd swap anyway, and yeah. Here I think I stay in. I stay in Body Press, right? Yeah, because I predicted the rocks. He doubles out to Salazzle again. He predicted the swap into Yeah, he predicted me to go either Colossal, which I think is what it was predicting, or like Indeedee, but Indeedee wasn't the play. And yeah, and he was predicting Colossal, but I stayed in because either A, he was swapping, or B, he was flamethrowing and couldn't kill me. They're starting to run Fire Blast sometimes too, but even if he did, and here I swap because I can't even kill him if he does, and I figure he's gonna hard flamethrower, which really does reveal the flamethrower. I think I just hard rock blast. Yeah, I have to hard rock blast so I don't allow him to either A, covers Zatu going hard, and it covers him staying in a toxic, which is what I did predict. I didn't think he'd go Zatu, but if he did, then it covered that too. It basically covered everything. And me killing the Salazzle there is really nice, but Plume was a hard wall to this unless it is Calm Mind, Air Slash, which then it would have been a problem, but I still have to Scarf Braviary, so I wasn't too concerned about it. He goes for Edge there just to get the damage off the blue. So I don't know, okay. I don't know why. I'm not even tired, but I knew he'd go there, but I just Giga Drained in case he went Licks, hard Licks, which was a bit of a whack play, but it was just in case. Even if he went Zatu, it was fine. Here, I think I just make the safe Colossal. Yeah. Because I knew it would take it. Like, I'm still debating whether Jellicent or Vaporeon's better. Like, I spin here. Wait, rocks weren't up. Why did I spin? What? I don't remember why I spun at all. Did I just want the speed boost? That doesn't make any sense. But I have no clue why I spun there. That was a really bad play on my part. But I got the Rocky Helmet off of me, so I just taunt with Vaporeon, so he can't pass wishes. But I mean, it wouldn't have particularly mattered, but it just kind of covered it. Well, he helped me to go Zatu, which is fine with me. Zatu can't do anything to me. So here, I just Scald. It's really free. Especially if I get a burn on that, and I didn't, but I go Duraludon there. I wasn't expecting Steelix. I guess he caught my Steelix. I was expecting a double into Zatu. So I went Duraludon, but he covered that, I guess, and went Licks. So very good play on his part, but I make the safe Plume that I thought about body pressing, but did not. Zatu here, I just Sludge Bomb, because if I get the poison, it gives me a lot of momentum, because he kind of has to get rid of that, because this mon's not doing much. But Indeedee here is fine, because Zatu, especially when it's poisoned, cannot check me. So basically, I just throw off a Psychic here, because it literally kills something. Even if it protects, I'm just spamming Psychic at this point. There's no reason not to. I catch Protect here, but and go this. I Sludge Bomb, yes, and I don't get the poison, which is fine. But I check this 100%. I get the effect spore sleep, which is nice. This thing's asleep. It's burnt 0 turns, so it's not a problem whatsoever. I Sludge Bomb because it covers Zatu, and even if he stayed in, it was fine. I think I just fish, or I don't fish. I knew he was gonna roost there, so I figured I'd Giga Drain. Just not even because it was my best play, just because it was flex, but you got a little bit of damage off too. So I go Indeedee again, and here I 100% got a kill because Vaporeon's at 70. He just had Simeon, which is kind of what I expected there, but it still covered everything. Here I just go Plume. It's 100% safe. Body Press comes out as 13 to, I mean, it does negative damage, but if I had Sludge Bomb there, the Zatu could have died, but good play on his part staying in. I just make the safe Indeedee. Even though I don't have my turn, he opts a Psychic there, which puts Zatu at 9, and Psychic still covered everything. Or I was going to Mystical Fire there, I think, but I don't know. At this point, he forfeits because I'm up 6-4. Zatu's at 9. Vaporeon's at 70. Licks is 60. I mean, everything on his team is weakened. And I still have 100% Braviary. I still have 100% Jellicent and 84% Vileplume. Like, he wasn't coming back from that. I'd have a hard throw. But I take game 2. So game 3, I'll go ahead and do it. I have to play one of my older teams. I haven't used this one in a minute, but because I knew if he bounced back to the sun, which is what I predicted, so it covered his sun and it covered basic. So I expected either a new team, which then I couldn't predict that anyway, or bouncing back to the sun, which is what I more so expected, because game 1 I got absolutely dominated by the sun, so I figured he'd either A, bounce back to that, or B, use another team I haven't seen, which in that case I didn't really have a team prepared for that, because obviously I don't know what he's going to play. So basically Webbs is just an all-around solid pick, and I'm really familiar with this team that I use, and I already know a lot about his team. I know that Ninetales does not have heavy-duty boots. I know that his default Charizard. I know I basically know everything I need to know, because I think his thought process was game 1, I really didn't find out much, but my thought process is my Virizion 6-0s him, and even outside of that, basically he doesn't have a way to get really rid of webs extremely well. Now the only thing he can really get rid of them on is Cabaraja, and it's an 100% safe. Because if I slam, I take 2 KO him, which is absolutely wild. But my Weber beats his Defogger. That's why I'm not a huge fan of Charizard, because I think it loses to a lot of the rockers. It beats Steelix, but it loses to like Colossal. It loses to Galvantula, who I think isn't a rocker, but it's a Weber, so it's a hazard setup in general. So, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Charizard personally. I think it's fine, but basically my Web's matchup versus his son, I think I definitely have matchup here. Basically the team is Sash, Galvantula lead, SD, Life Orb, Virizion, Specs, and DD. I think it's Fairy Valley. No, it's 100% Fairy Valley. Well, it might be Ghost. I was flip-flopping. I think it's Fairy, but I'm not 100% on that. Spin, Claydol, and then AV, Cabaraja. So, basically, my lead is 100%. It's just Galvantula, covers everything. I bug buzzed immediately because there's no reason not to, and I figured he'd gym, and if he got rocks up, it was fine. So I just opted web here because if he kills me, fine. I don't need webs to win, just because my Virizion goes ham versus a team even without it. But webs are just kind of a nice backbone thing. It is. I go to Valley Fairy there just to get a U-turn off. It gives him switch initiative, but Indeed deals with like everything. And Caparaj is not that big of a threat. Like it's not fun to face, but if he doubles out Charizard, it's fine. Basically, I do risk the Stone Edge there. Really bad play on my part. But, like, I didn't have a really great pivot there because I eventually go down turn 1. Which maybe I should have webs and then, like, swapped. But, like, I would have to go, like, Cabaraja, which makes me weaker to, Leafeon. I forgot its name, but yeah, I risked his own edge there, which is really debatable on my part. Here he opted to go 9 health, which I find a bit odd, but like, what is he supposed to do there? Like, his team's extremely weak as Virizion. He has to do that there. And basically, Edge kills, CC doesn't. I didn't have to risk that at all. I could have taken my Claydol, but I figured if I missed that, I probably lost the game. But it was like a 97 min, so it wasn't 100%, but it was basically 100%. But we take this. I knew he's a Leafeon here. I knew he would Swords Dance, which means I get a Life Orb CC off, just 61, which is really nice. But I look now that I see it, it's like I'm a bit weak to this Leafeon, but I go hard Cabaraja because I can stall 1 turn. So always gonna do a ton, but it will not kill me, which is all I was concerned about. And he does show the Life Orb, which is obvious, but he goes knock there, which is whatever. I feel like Soul Blade was 100% play, but I go Claydol because, again, Claydol is absolutely useless as well. Basically, at this point, I'm stalling out Sun and Life Orb. Well, I'm stalling out Life Orb more so because I forgot. I was like, So here I actually forgot. I forgot about the fact that Life Orb would kill him, and I thought I actually lost. Um, but then I realized that he had one turn of Life Orb, and Verzion won the game at that point. But I was trying to figure out whether to sack Indeedee or Silvally at that point. I figured Silvally covered Scrafty, and Verzion covered both really, but Indeedee didn't cover Copper. Psychic was like I had to get a play right basically. Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire, Psychic. I guess that was pretty irrelevant, but Psychic or Mystical Fire. So I had to get a play right. There's no reason not to keep Indeedee. I think I had this game locked. Leafeon was scary at that point, but um, I go Fairy, which I figured he'd go Scrafty, but mm, if we went Copper, then it was fine. Just like I wasn't concerned basically. Here I just throw off another multi attack. Heavy Slam obviously bops me. I'm down to Virizion, but Virizion has just CC through and wins the game at this point. So I CC Copper, I obviously kill that, and then I CC Scrafty and I kill Scrafty. And we go on to round 4. We face, well at this point I wouldn't know, but since I've already played it I was going to tell you. We face Raph 369. I know nothing about him, but whatever. Yeah, so we win this one 1-0. And I don't remember whether I calced that, but it was Scrappy 100%. I think I did calc it, and it was 100%, yeah. So, it was a 100% win at that point, just because my Verzion, again, was really good. If he had Solar Bladed immediately, maybe, but we take it. So, we're going on to round 4. That'll be going up, like, probably next week. But I know this one's way late. I haven't uploaded in days, but this will be going up today. Like, depends on how fast it renders, but whatever. Yeah. And, yeah, I guess I will see you guys in round 4. Or, I won't be, that's not the next time I'll see you guys, but I'll see you guys in round 4, basically.